Welcome to Journaling with Natasha N. Hi, guys. Welcome to yet another episode of Journaling with Natasha N, your girl. If you are a ninja, please gather here. If you love drama, gather here. Please, guys, ninjas, I need you here because today I have your one and only Bodley Owamie.
I'm here with flu.
But it's better now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is better.
I woke up and I had a voice.
Mm.
Like, I didn't have a voice, guys, for like 3 days.
Yo,
It was horrible.
and when you love.
Oh, that's why it was horrible.
It was horrible.
I didn't have a voice. What do you mean? I couldn't talk. Like,
You
it
had
was
to, like,
bad.
maybe it was just for you to rest a bit. Just rest your voice a bit.
I still forced. I can't keep quiet.
But how are you today? Like, not just a how are you. Like, how are you? Like, how are you doing?
I feel like I'm starting to get better.
Mm-hmm.
I've been overwhelmed.
Mm.
You know, work, baby.
Baby.
Huh. Yeah, I think that one is the one that it really hit me, hey?
Mm.
Like, so for some of you guys that do not know, my baby sister, she recently has a baby boy, who's my baby, of course, because I'm going to steal him.
Congratulations to you, mommy.
Thank you. That's not even her baby. That's my child. And he's actually going to be turning, no, it's 3 weeks. You know, so this Saturday he's gonna be like a month, which is crazy.
Is it this your same sister with baby? What's his name?
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
No,
the other one.
So both my sisters now have babies.
And now you gained
to two boys. I'm like, oh
but
my God.
But how is it for you? How is it for you that like I know that you stay with your sisters and then now they have kids and it's like you are the oldest and all of them they're like your babies. How is it for you?
Oh wow. It's pure bliss. You know, it's pure joy for me. I don't even want to lie. So basically, sorry, I think I'm gonna burp a lot because I have flu. So my sisters, right? Ray goes to school in Venda. So he stays with his mom in Venda, right? They stay in Tondo. My sister, she stays here in Gauteng, but she doesn't stay with me.
With you, okay.
So she has her own place.
Okay.
And then I stay by myself.
Okay.
But, I mean, you know, I took her to school. Everything is fine, you know, she just try here and there and stuff like that.
You are the mother.
I am definitely the mother to all of them, you know. I'm fully responsible for Ryan. Ray's dad is not in his life. So I honestly, like, since before Ray was born, so this is what happened. The night that I found out that my sister was pregnant, I had a dream, right? And I don't really ignore my dreams because, like, my dreams have warned me.
Something.
Yeah, there are certain dreams that I know that this was just a dream. And then there are dreams where even when I wake up, I know that that was not just a dream, you know? So I remember I had a dream and it was the same week that my grandmother had passed, which my grandmom passed on the 2nd of January 2014, and my mom had just passed because she passed 23rd August 2013. So it was just a few months, I think about 4 months almost. And I remember, like, whenever I would have a dream of my mom, I would always have her sick and I'm running around trying to save her. It was always like a nightmare, you know, because my brain really, like, I struggled accepting my mother's death. So even just to process her death, it was something that I even till today, I can't give anyone advice. I don't know how I did it, you know, because my mom and I were extremely close. So the night that I found out that my sister was pregnant, I had a dream of my mom, and my mom came. So that was on the 3rd of January. I had a dream. My mom came and she was so happy. That was the first time I had a dream of my mommy. She was happy since she passed. And she was so happy. So I remember the dream, I'm asking my mom, Mommy, are you happy because grandma is with you that side, you know? But she was so happy, you know. When she came holding a baby onesie that was red, you know. And I'm like, holding my sister, Ray's mom, were holding hands. And so my mom comes and she gives the baby onesie to me. And I'm like, no, mommy, I'm not the one pregnant. She is. And my mom said, I'm giving it to you. So she gave it to me. We're walking. After that, you know how dreams switch. All of a sudden,
now it's something else.
We're in a baby aisle. We're shopping for blankets, you know. And then she takes a blue baby blanket and she gives it to me. You know, every single thing she was giving to me. So I just remember waking up and I was like, my uncle's wife. She's very good in interpreting dreams. So I grew up being someone that I would dream and I would go to her and I'd be like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And she would always explain to a point where I can be able to interpret dreams sometimes, you know, because I know, you know, you can know elements. Or, okay, water, calm water means peace.
Means
this and this.
yeah.
So I just remember saying to myself that I was with my sister and my mom came and she gave me the baby onesie, which means she wants me to take care of the baby. Number two, I didn't know how far along my sister was pregnant because remember I just gave her a test that day. And I was like, it means this baby's gonna be born when it's cold because we went blanket shopping.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's a boy because she came in with a blue baby blanket, so it means it must be a boy, you know. And literally, I remember when we had the baby shower because by the time we went to have the baby scan with Ray, he was too big. You know, it was the time that financially we were struggling. So by the time we managed to have that money, they were like, "Oh, he's too big now. Like we can't see the baby." So we had to do a baby, a mixed gender baby shower. But I told everyone, guys, it's a boy.
Like you already know.
Yeah, I was like, it's a boy. Like you should actually, just do it as a boy. And they were like, no, but imagine if the baby's a girl and then the baby shower was blue. My friends
but
actually...
did you share the dream with them?
I did. They were like, okay, we understand.
We understand, but like...
Girl, you ain't no prophet. But I was so convinced that I was like, it's a boy. Like, you know, and then I just remember, like with Ray, I had so many different dreams, you know. Even with like, I remember I had a dream, and this is gonna be strange. This is the first time I'm talking about this.
Please, Bill.
I saw Ray's face before he was born.
Really?
Yes. So my grandmom who passed the time that we just found out, I had a dream. I think it was like somewhere in May, somewhere going to June. She had him on her back and then we were walking. So I was looking at him and I'm like, oh, wow, you know. And my grandma asked, like, what is his name? So his vendor name is Mufodzi, which means the healer. I gave him that name. So, because, you know, he came in the time that we just lost our mom, we just lost our grandma. So it was like, he is the healer, you know, he came to heal us. So, you know, I remember telling my grandmom, like, his name is Mofodzi. And my grandmom was like, yeah, that's his name. Like, she said that in the dream. And I didn't understand, like, why, you know. Okay, so fast forward, he gets born 10th July. It is cold. It's a boy. Like literally my whole entire dream.
Yeah.
The only difference now was that obviously it became even more of a confirmation that my mom wants me to take care of this child. Like everything is there.
Yeah.
But now the significance of his name being Mufodzi now comes in where my aunt calls and she's like, the baby name is Murweli, which means the fighter. And I was so hell bent on Mufodzi because whilst she was pregnant, we called, you understand? And we all had now adjusted to the name Mufodzi because it means the healer, you know? And I mean, at this point, I can't go against my aunt. I'm like, she's like the older one that is left in the family now, you know? If she's saying this is the name of the baby, but I remember my grandmom actually said,
agreed with
his
you.
name is Mufodzi. Yes. I told my aunt, I was like, no, his name is Mufodzi. Guys, like, and she was like, oh, well, you are the mom cool of the baby, so it's fine.
So like, it goes.
So his name is became, of course, it's Mufodzi, which means the healer. And yeah, I fully take care of Mufodzi. That's my child, you know. there are people that are even confused because they think I have a baby, thinking it's Mufodzi.
Even now, I think there was a confusion on the social streets when you did the reveal of the baby. That's
Yes.
guys, I have a baby and all that, and then we're like, when did you get pregnant, girl?
Yeah.
What happened? And when you go through the comments, people are like, oh, Owamie, how? When? You know?
Yeah, no, 1,000%. So even with Bugara's dad is fully 100% present in his life. And so as much as that's my child, my place in his life is not like 100% like Mufodzi, because Mufodzi doesn't have a dad. You understand?
So you play that part.
So
for
I
him.
play that part. And I think also it's that thing of Ray's mom, when she birthed him, she gave him to me. Like literally, she gave him to me.
Take him. He's yours.
That's your child. Like when it comes to Ryan, like I don't even know how to say it, but it's that thing wherein if I say Hua Jambi Wakare, Hua Jambi.
Yeah. And is he the first grandchild
from my mom?
For your mom. So you literally took your mom's place.
1,000%. You know, and Ray has saved our lives many times. Like he has saved my life twice. You know, when my mom passed, as I said, I struggled to cope. So I remember that December, I asked for my sisters from my dad to say, can they come? Because I was in Medunsa at that time. So they came. I went to the bank and I maxed out all the loans because my plan was I'm going to kill us all.
What?
Yeah. Nobody knew. They didn't know. I was thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You know, I was thinking, I can't get a gun. So I was thinking I can drive off a bridge to a water and we will just drown. But I'm like, what if I die and they don't? Like, I was thinking for them because I just knew the type of father, a person my father is.
Yeah, and you didn't want to leave them
I didn't want to leave them,
behind.
you know. I did not want to leave them. Like, I just felt we all need to go. So I had actually finalized that I'm going to poison all of us. So I'm going to make sure that they die of poisoning, and then I'm also going to do the same. And I think it's also very, if there's anything about that, it did show me that sometimes someone will look like they are coping and they are not. Because it was going to be a huge bomb for the whole entire family to find that all three of us are
Grief
dead.
is real. I think people should take that away. Like, grief is real and people don't really understand.
No.
Just because like you go out with the makeup and you're going to work or they're like, no man, she's taking it like lightly, or maybe she's okay.
Yeah.
She will be fine.
Yeah.
And especially if you are the oldest, you have to take it. Like if she's crying, what about her sisters?
And that's the thing with me. I was never crying.
You bottling everything in.
Yeah, but to everyone, it was, I'm handling this so well. You know, I was making sure that I'm putting everyone before me. And when my mom was alive, I was close with my sisters, but we were not as close
as you are now.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. We were never people that fought. Like, my mom actually made sure that we had boundaries in terms of respect. I miss your older sister. You treat her with respect no matter what. And then she would always tell me, those are your children. It's like she knew she's going to go, you know. So I always made sure that, you know, my sisters are taken care of, you know. But I knew that I don't want to leave. Like, how am I going to live and my mom is not here? So, yeah, it was quite, it was quite something else. I mean, the week that my mother passed, because she passed on a Friday, on a Thursday, we were going to town, because we were preparing for the funeral. You know, she was supposed to get laid to rest on a Saturday. So I had spoken to my dad, and I'm like, we need a videographer that will capture, you know. I'm like, my mom died without any grandchild. We want to show our kids, like, you know, this is how your grandmother went, you know. And I remember, because he's a cheapskate, he didn't want to pay for a videographer. And he says, no, my cousin's son-in-law can do it. I'm like, Dad, we don't want something that won't be, my mom had so many clubs. I mean, my mom was working. She had so much money. My mother basically buried herself, like, if I can really be honest, She used to play so many clubs. She used to have different stuff, So, I was talking to him still with respect. But I remember one time though, he just, we were inside his car. He was driving his Benz that day. And I remember it was him, me, my uncle, and my two sisters. So it was like the 5 of us. He parked, said, "Get out of my car." Yeah. All of us had to get out. And then he opened his window and he said, "You will see what you do with your mother's corpse."
What?
Yeah, and he left.
But were they together? Like, together? Like,
my mom died a married woman. When
so
we took
what
her to
does
the
that
hospital,
mean?
she was from my father's house. Even her casket came to my father's house. I don't know. There are people that get confused in terms of, like, was your mother married?
Because what is this?
Yeah, no, she was 1,000%. My father is the one that took my mother to the hospital with me when she was sick. So I think us sitting there and having to hear that, there are people talking to my dad to say, go back to the kids, this and that. And mind you, because we were traveling with him, I don't think he was going to do that. So we didn't have cash on us. I had a car, but I left my car at home. Exactly. So he came back, I think, after 3, almost 4 hours. I can't even remember because the time just felt like forever.
How old were you?
I was 23. I just turned 23. So that day was actually the day that I just knew that I don't have parents anymore. Because if you're my father and you can do that, I knew that we didn't have a parent. So I just remember when I laid my mother to rest, a part of me also buried my father in there.
You were like,
yeah, I knew that my life on this earth as someone that has parents has definitely come to an end. And I didn't expect anything from my dad. Ever, 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 ever. I never expected anything. That old man would be lying if he ever told someone and said, "Owamie called me and said she's asking for 50 cents.
But how was your childhood? Like, how was home before mom passed away? Like, how was your childhood? Like, how did you grow up?
I think I don't know how to even say it. I think growing up, my father was my hero. Right? My dad was my hero. I was extremely close to my dad.
Were you a daddy's girl?
Oh, 1,000%. Through and through.
And you are a firstborn.
Yes.
I think for firstborns, it's always like that.
I was so close with my father was my hero. Like, I was closer to my dad than I was to my mom at one point. So when you're young, you don't really see things for what they are really. And having a good, I wouldn't say a good mom. I had a good mom. I had a great mom. I think she did her best with the knowledge that she has. But most mothers will protect you and shield you. So they will say, "Here's 1,000 from me and your dad."
That time it's from her.
That time is from her. So when you don't see anything wrong with your dad, because the 1,000 my dad gives me money with my mom and everything. But when your mom is now removed,
now you see the picture.
Now you see, actually. But
you can't remember. It must be something.
No, I had a good child. I had an okay childhood. I won't lie. When I was young, it was great. But when I'm older, I start realizing that you could have done better. I think I have a lot of trauma of me growing up. And the trauma that I have is that, sorry, guys, it's actually Buku was calling me.
My son,
it's Ray. Let me take it. Nana, I'll call you back, ne? I'm at work. Okay, baby. Oh, guys, please. I have this rule with Ray. Anytime you need me, call me. I will answer. Like, I always try my best. So, with the time that I would say I was growing up, I was saying that I have a lot of trauma, and the trauma comes from small things. So my dad was a principal, right? And he has always been a businessman. The community knows my dad as a rich man from. His brothers were teachers. One is still a teacher, one is now retired, right? I never understood why they got to live a better life than us, and you make more money than them. I never got to understand.
Because I mean, you are the principal. Yeah. They are just teachers.
And he's also a businessman. So he has different businesses. If there was one thing about my dad, he was driving the latest cars in the village. I remember, Mercedes-Benz compressor. When it came in, he was the only man that was driving a compressor in the whole village. When it comes to clothes, my dad wore expensive suits. Like, if he's out there, everybody knew my dad is a rich man. But we were eating eggs at home.
Imagine.
We're drinking tea with no milk. You'll never find me drinking black tea.
You have trauma from there.
I can't, because why is it that my uncle's children are drinking tea with milk? And as a child, that's huge.
It is the little things, like the little things,
And some people will think, oh, you're just being ungrateful. But I didn't understand, why do we only have to eat meat on Sunday?
During the week, it's like cabbage.
Ooh, cabbage, eggs. You eat eggs, hey?
That's your meat.
Raise mom to today, she doesn't eat eggs. It's trauma.
And I remember we had this conversation with my sister, and she's like, I don't like pie. Like, I hate pie. You remember when we used to go do groceries with mom? That's the only thing she would buy us. And I'm like, and come to think of it, I also don't, but I've never thought it's actually the trauma from the past.
I'm telling you, it's trauma. And I think it's also trauma that we pass on to our children. I have a rule at my house. If there's anything in the fridge, Ryan should take and eat however much
he wants. Anything, eat everything.
Anything. You don't have to ask for permission. If I open the fridge and there were Danons and he finished, tomorrow I'm coming back with more Danons. My son should eat. I can afford it, And I realized that, of course, you do need to also teach him portion control, because that is something that is, but it's something that I have to think of. It doesn't come natural to me because I think of the traumas that I had growing up, So we did go to a private school, but I remember, we went to St. Augustine, right?
Is it in Venda?
Yes, it's a private school, and like back then it was crazy, It's not a lot of people from the village, that were only rich kids.
Even in the townships, I mean.
Exactly, So we would go there. I remember every quarter. Was it every quarter or every month? We would have to stand queue on the side because school fees was not paid. It was like a humiliation ritual.
So, and the school already knows. Like,
they knew it wouldn't only be us, but I don't remember if it was every month, but I think it was every quarter. They used to have that thing where it's like late payers. If your fees has not been paid yet, stand on the side. So they would do that, like maybe let's say it's a Friday and we used to do assembly. I think it was Mondays and Fridays or something. After assembly, when you're walking, they would put you aside.
Imagine.
So that you're given a letter to go and give your parent.
That you are owing school fees.
I used to dread because I know after we'll be standing on the side, other kids will be going and everyone is looking at you like, they've not paid. It got to a point where, Shem, I won't even lie, like we were like there every time, like, and looking back now, I'm like, you could have literally afforded to just pay the school fees. If my uncle's children were never in that line with us.
But what was it? Like with not paying school fees, not
on time
and also not buying enough food or meat, or what was it?
I've never asked him. I don't think I can ever really get an answer. But as an adult now, looking at it, I think he cared too much about maintaining himself. Him being a rich man out there, that he didn't really care too much about us at home. Like in terms of we ate, we were not starving, but we were not really well fed. Like, that's honestly my opinion. I don't believe like eating eggs Monday to Monday or Monday to Thursday.
And if you know your parents can actually
afford 1,000%, 1,000%. I mean, I think I fully understand, because I know there are people that are like, oh, you're not a parent, like, oh, you're not a mom because I've not given birth, but literally I have a son who's
have a
Ray.
son,
You
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Do you know that with Ray, his school fees will never ever not, because I'm taking him to a private school since like my son has been going to private. I'll rather not pay for my installment if money is short for my
make
car,
sure.
and I'll pay it late, but I'll make sure that Ray's school fees is paid. I laughed because this time I paid, and I can't remember what happened, but I sent no. I think I had not paid. I don't remember what exactly happened. No, I sent money to Ray's account because he does have his account. My sister was supposed to go and withdraw the money and go pay or go swipe. So when she went there and she wanted to swipe, the machine was not working. But his report was already prepared, because they don't give you the report if you have not
If
paid.
you haven't paid, yeah.
They had to prepare because they know Ray pays all the time. So when she went there, she's like, I need to pay. They're like, his report is here. You've not paid. That's how they found out.
Yeah, that
if
you
not,
haven't
they would have just
paid.
given up, because they know that my son is always pays. And I think it's because of that trauma. I never, ever, ever want to be at a position where my son will ever feel less off, because I just remember it made me feel like I just was not worth it.
And maybe you didn't even belong.
Yes.
Like, why am I
a
here?
sense of non-belonging, not belonging. And I remember, like, with my uncle's kids going to school, they had, like, they were eating paloni and cheese.
And you went to the same school.
We went to the same school. We were in the same transport. I remember they would have, like, bread with paloni, cheese, fruit. Like, they had balanced diet.
Juice.
They would have juice. They would have, like, maybe an orange and a banana. You know what we had? If I tell you, you'd cry.
What did you have? Bread and margarine.
You see, like, a loaf of bread that is not cut. You remember that you would do quarter. It would be chopped. It's this thick. It's inside your scaftin. And then oros juice, like, the one you mix and put, and then you're going to school. Mind you, they have all that, and they have like 1 rand or 2 rands to carry. You don't even
don't have anything.
So whenever it's break, others are going to the tuck shop. You are sitting, you're eating that
bread and your
that has nothing, that is dry.
But how is your relationship with your father today?
We have not spoken in 5 years.
Since
2021. So this is like, we're going on year 5.
But does he have Mara Owamie? Does he have a relationship with your sisters?
Ray's mom. But not Wugara's mom, a new nephew. I like calling them by who's mom. Yeah. Yeah, no. So him and I had a fallout because I was basically saying, take my sister to school. I'm not even fighting you for a Gucci bag. Just take them to school.
Which is your responsibility.
Which is his responsibility. But he was so used to me constantly being down and accepting to even sometimes go half with him for his kids. Meanwhile, you didn't even do much for me. Like, I just got to a point where I was tired. I remember 2021, I was going through my divorce. So I'm telling him, I can't help you with her. I have a divorce that is so difficult right now. I'm about to get into lawyer fees because the divorce is going to be finalizing. So I need to save money, I didn't even know how much I was going to pay a lawyer. But he didn't understand that, because I do personally feel selfishness also, So, yeah, of course, we took him to court, which we've been fighting. There's a lot, and we've not spoken since. And ever since I stopped talking to my dad, I've actually been at so much peace.
But do you have a relationship with your paternal family? Without your father, but maybe like your uncles and aunties, or you also did cut them off as well?
Whew, I don't have a relationship with them. I hate the fact that they support my father in doing what they don't do to their kids.
Also, they support him.
Yeah, you
It's
can't tell me
okay.
you're supporting my father not taking his kids to school, but you're taking your kids to school. You have children that are older than me, some, that you're still helping financially, but you will be standing with my father's side for him to not support his child and go to school. I have his youngest brother is a pastor. He has had a church for years. Even my other uncle is a pastor, by the way. He now has a church because the pastor of the church that we grew up at passed, and I think they put him as the pastor. He called me in 2022, right? And he was calling me to say, why are you not helping your father? Mind you, for him to have my numbers, I'm sure he had to ask for someone because he had not spoken to me in years.
He didn't have your contact.
He had to look for my numbers to call me to ask me why I don't help my father in taking my sister to school. Yet he took his own daughter to school by himself.
No one helped him.
No one helped me. But him and his wife, but combined both of them, their money is not even up to, I can honestly say, I doubt half of what my father is. Or even a quarter.
But you have to help him.
But I have to help a rich man take his child to school. So, yes, I disrespected him. If he ever says I disrespected him, he ain't lying. I did it.
You're saying it with your full chest.
My full chest, because how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you? Actually, when I think about it, the daring is too much. So of course I did. I told him off. However, I did. And I'm fine. And I really asked myself, like, which God do you really pray? Because there's a scripture in the Bible that says, "He that does not support his family is worse than a sinner." So when they read their Bibles, do they just skip certain scriptures? And then I'm labeled as the evil person that is trying to destroy the family. Meanwhile, my father, when Ray was born, kicked me and my sisters out.
Because of,
we were homeless for like 5 years. And mind you, then we were so...
Because of the baby?
Yes. Because he wanted us to cut Ray's mom off and we couldn't do that. Why am I going to throw away my sister?
Wow.
Is there a dustbin to throw a person? You understand? His brothers were there. Not even a single one actually said, let's go, let's
sit down and talk.
Sorry, I didn't see that. If it happened, maybe it's conversation that happened behind the scenes. I didn't see that. But one thing I can promise you, they never even a single day said, here's 1 rand to help. My sisters had to go to school. I remember Bugara's mom, like my youngest sister. That time she was going to school, she didn't even have shoes. She didn't even have a jersey. I was broke. I didn't have money. Sometimes people don't understand why I work so hard. It's because I never ever want my siblings to ever go back to that situation.
You have responsibilities.
1,000%, And I remember just praying to God to say, if you can show me a way, I'll work so hard. And that's why I work so hard. Because I'm like, we can't go back to that,
But has your father ever tried maybe to contact you? Maybe just to talk to you, or maybe...
He has not, and he can never. That one I know for a fact. For a fact, I know that he can never. And I think I've also gotten to a point where, other times where we did not speak, it was him that cut me off. But this time, I'm the one that actually said, you know what, I'm done. And I really am done. I don't even want to lie. I just want him to support his kids. We'll do everything through the law. That's fine. And if he does that, you will never see me bother him for what? I don't want anything from him.
And then with your maternal family, are you close with them?
They are angels.
We need the sound.
1,000% they're angels. If not for them, I don't know where we would be. Honestly.
Okay, so this is Journaling with Natasha N. Do you journal?
I don't.
You don't?
I really don't. You know why? I don't trust the journal. What if someone picks it up?
And it goes missing. Okay, since you don't journal, it's fine. But usually, when people they journal, they would say dear self or dear whoever. Yeah. So if you had to say dear Owamie, what would you say to yourself?
Oh my God. Do you want me to cry? Okay. Whew. What would I even say? That's sad.
Yeah, I actually came up with this concept because I feel like we don't celebrate ourselves enough. We don't say positive words to ourselves. You can like go and advise someone and like tell them, "Oh, girl, you're doing good, you're doing great," but you never tell yourself that. So I think that's why I came with this concept to say, how about you say something to yourself?
Wow. Okay, I'd say, dear Owamie, you're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You are doing great. I love you. Thank you for not giving up on us. Thank you for always making those bold decisions, even when sometimes it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for never ever giving up, honestly, you know.
I think
And
that's beautiful.
yeah,
I think that's beautiful.
you know,
Thanking yourself.
yeah, I think honestly,
Mm.
I fight so many battles in private, like so many battles,
Mm.
and I think one of the reasons why maybe someone might look at me and think I'm so insensitive is because there are many people that can come and tell me their story, and I'm like, that's not even a quarter of what I've gone through. So it's not even that I'm like trying to say your experience doesn't matter, but it's like, that's not anything, love. Like, you can bounce back from that because I have been to hell
And back.
and back. That's why we have to hell and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not giving up. I really am someone that I'm such a fighter. And yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
It's been a
But
lot.
I think today yourself will thank you for thanking you. I think it's beautiful. And I think maybe we can just make this a routine to say maybe every day in the morning when you wake up, say something positive to yourself. I think it will even boost your confidence.
I think I'll start journaling.
Right?
Because remember, I just said I've got journals that are coming. Maybe I can. Like, just positive affirmation, not my secrets.
Yeah, no, not
Yeah,
your secrets.
see that? Dear Owamie, just reflecting on the day and stuff. I can definitely do that. I think I'll start.
Yeah, you should. And then fast forward, I don't want us to talk about your divorce. We already know the drill.
Yeah.
But I want us to talk about post divorce.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want you to take me to a month after your divorce.
After the divorce was finalized.
Yes, like how were you at that point?
Ooh. A month, that's like the 24th of March, 2022.
How is Owamie doing? Where is your headspace?
I think I had so many mixed emotions, you know. I had grief. And that's something that people didn't see publicly. I had grief. I had happiness. I had pain. I had so much pain. I think when I wanted the divorce and fighting for the divorce, I was on fight or flight. So I was fighting. I was choosing fighting. And then finally the divorce is granted, done. Now I have nothing to fight. So what happens now?
What do you do?
Now emotions start
Kicking in.
You understand? Now I'm sitting down. I'm thinking of what this person did to me. Now I'm thinking of all the sacrifices I've done. Now I'm turning 32. I'm not married. Not only that, I was with someone that hated me, and I didn't know. Now I'm uncertain about myself. I was questioning every single thing. Right after my divorce, my best friend crashed. It was a horrible time. And I remember my best friend at that time, she even had to go to a mental hospital, I think less than a week after my divorce finalized or somewhere there. And now I started blaming myself.
For that.
Because she was there for me so much. That girl, like Lebu girl, I I don't even want to cry. That girl carried me. Like, that's one person that whether if we can fall out, whether if we can, I can never ever talk bad about her because I'm so grateful of the times that she actually was there for me.
Yeah.
I would say, that girl. So at that time, I felt like such a bad person because how did I not see she was struggling this much?
While she was there for you.
While she was there for me. So I'm like, was I part of the burden that she had to carry? So it was a very tough time for me. She had to go to the hospital for almost a month. So a month at that time. She was like there. And I was going through all those emotions. And
But were you able to go visit?
Yeah, I was able to. But I ended up actually not because I think at that time they wanted like the closest, the husband and the kids. Sorry, but at the same time it was like, I also just felt so bad. I didn't know
how to handle the whole situation.
Because I found out, like, let's say today that she's struggling. Tomorrow she was going in. And it was a really, really tough time for me at that time.
How is your relationship with her now?
We're fine. We did have our own issues, but we're fine now. Love her to death. Yeah. But at the same time, it's all like that time it was quite tough, And then at the same time, I was now about to enter legal battle with my dad for maintenance for my sister.
Battle after battle.
It definitely was, I mean, at that time, I was just bracing myself because I knew that it's about to happen. Yeah. Because I was not about to have my sister just sit home and not fight. So what I always say is that I'm not going to buy relatives come my sister's future. It won't happen.
How did that end? Like the court fight with your dad? Even today?
Guys, the South African justice system is rotten to the core.
It's failing us, hey?
It's failing us. It's rotten to the core. That one is a whole chapter that I don't even want to lie. But to a point where, like, even the court manager knows me because I've been up and down. They refuse to arrest him. No matter how many times he breaks the court orders and everything. My father is a free man walking. They order him to pay. He doesn't pay. He doesn't get arrested. They order him to come. He doesn't come. He doesn't get arrested. So I guess the rich are the ones that will enjoy this country. But if there's anything that I'm grateful for is, sorry, God has been so good because when I left my marriage, I had another car that I'd bought cash. Painful as it was, I sold that car, saved money, and took my sister to college. So she finished, she graduated even with distinctions. So God is good of the fact that, at least, she...
God makes a way, hey?
God makes a way, guys. Yeah. We have never gone to bed hungry.
And you should be a proud sister.
Oh, I am proud and I'm really grateful to God. Because I won't lie, there are times where I didn't know how can I make it? What am I supposed to do? And that's where I think the not giving up part comes in. Because again, if you're someone that watches like the internet, you know that I'm not someone that has it the easiest. So that I'll be dealing with my father's court case.
I can't even be half of you. Like I can't.
There's this, there's that. Internet is also on fire on its own. I still need to show up here because this is where I make the money to support my siblings. You understand what I'm saying? But I think also like passion is something that I love and enjoy. That's something else. But I don't actually share a lot about I will usually come and say, guys, this is what happened. And it has passed. I'm not great at sharing when things are still happening.
Did your father marry again? Did he get remarried?
My dad has always had 2 wives. My mom was the second wife.
Was the second wife? So the first wife is still there?
Yeah, she's there.
So you have siblings from?
We're 7.
So how is the relationship with your siblings from your
100%
stepmother?
I love them. Even my stepmom, she's really good.
You guys still talk?
Not still. We never stopped. Not still.
And like it's funny, hey? Because with like polygamy, if someone dies, whether it's the father or one mother or whatever, like the relationship just goes sideways. Like everyone, they just get their corners and, it's over.
Yeah.
But for you, it's a different story.
No, it's a different story, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with after your divorce and then your friend going to the hospital and then, okay, you overcame that. How were the dating streets for you after the divorce?
Yo. So that time when my friend was in and I was outside and I was like going through the most, there was this guy, that was like asking me out. And I think, I don't think he will watch this anyway. I think at that time I was just so in pain that one night when he said, "Can we go out?" Because he kept on asking me out and I kept on refusing and like just ignoring him. Then, sorry, during that time, he asked me out. And I was like, you know what do I have to lose? Let me just go out and, police ngondo kancane, And actually, we ended up dating for a few, since 2022, 2023. Yeah, we broke up 2023.
Okay.
2023 or 2024.
2024 was last year.
Yeah, I think we broke up. Yeah, we broke up last year. Huh? Yeah.
Whichever year it is, it's
no,
fine.
we broke up last year. So, yeah. His name is JS. That's how everyone knew, because I called him Jesus' son.
And then after him?
After him,
which really means like we're actually asking, are you in a relationship, Owamie?
Stay tuned for another episode of Dragon Ball Z. I might be not. I don't know.
There's no way you don't know. Okay, it's fine. Probably she's going to do a story time, guys. Let's stay tuned.
I think with the whole mess that I went through with my ex, the only person that you guys will see or even hear me talk about is my next husband. I don't think I will talk about a boyfriend.
No, yeah.
I don't think so.
Let's take it to the social media streets.
Okay. Okay.
So how do you feel about people, like, I don't really want to pinpoint, but if I have, I will. People saying you can't have your own children, like people saying, are you barren? And all that. And now you do have like 2 kids, which are your sister's children. Like how do you feel people like bashing you like that? Because I feel like it's personal.
Yeah, it is. I think at first it was really a blow for me because the person that started this room is my ex-husband after I left him, So it was a blow for me at that time because, remember, I was misdiagnosed. So I had fibroids. And then I was misdiagnosed by a surgeon that said I had a deformed womb, right? So the surgeon, because they don't have advanced equipment, they're not a gynecologist, they saw the fibroid. And of course, the fibroid was not looking like a womb because that's why they said deformed, right? So the gynecologist basically showed me that I had a fibroid that was so big, it was actually like covering my womb. My uterus, it was bad.
Yeah.
And my tummy was huge, like it was bigger than this. You'd think I'm 6 months pregnant,
because of the
fibroids. Because I had many, but there was one that was sitting right in front of my uterus. So the time that I got misdiagnosed, this man saw how shattered I was, saw how shattered I was. And so for him to start that rumor, that was what was painful to me.
He started this rumor after your divorce?
Yes.
Or after your divorce?
After. Yeah. So,
but he knew that it was a misdiagnosis.
1,000%, because we went to a gynecologist. I even had the fibroids removed. So it's not like maybe something that we are. No, my gynecologist, the surgery was a success. My first consultation, actually, he was like, now let's try for the baby. And I was like, I'm getting a divorce, so we're no longer doing that. You know, so he knew. I think that it's that thing where he's afraid, right? He's afraid that he can't have kids because he was scared to go test his sperm.
Okay.
So I think or maybe he thought I was gonna stoop that low. I don't know, because I know he's stupid.
So he used you as a front to say I don't have
Kids because
kids
my
because my ex-wife
couldn't have kids. But I left him in 2020, where in 2025 he's still a fatherless man. So yeah.
Who is the problem now?
Do you understand? So I guess maybe his new partner also is barren.
So Nanje, he wants barren.
Yeah, he runs. He runs after people who can have kids.
Yeah.
So now for me, it really is never anything personal because it is a choice for me to not have kids right now. I don't know if I will ever be ready. If you don't know the road I've traveled, you'll never understand. I've been a mom full time since I was 23. Sorry, and I was a mom of 3. My sisters and Ryan. Sorry, guys. And I went through motherhood broke. I didn't have money. I remember there were times where I would be stressed to raise diapers are finishing.
And
where are we gonna get money?
You didn't even plan for.
Motherhood I never planned for. You know, so it was really, really tough. When I look at a child, I don't only just look at the joys that come with a child. I look at the responsibilities that come with a child. And unfortunately for me, like I don't even want to lie. I just don't think I'm ready for a child. Financially, I can afford a child. Emotionally, am I ready? I don't know. I don't think so. I have a lot of trauma, you know, with losing my mom and having a father like my father. One of my biggest fears is getting a father that would be like my father to my kids. Like,
have you considered therapy?
I've actually not done therapy for the trauma that I have with my dad. I think I did therapy for the trauma I had with losing my mom. And also when it came to the divorce. I think when it comes to my dad, it was just one of those Pandora's box that is just kept closed. Like we don't even go there. Because in all honesty, I doubt there's any individual in this world that can hurt me the way my father has hurt me. You know, I've healed. I feel I've healed. I can talk about him without anger now, but or crying. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I think it's because we've been speaking for a long time. But that's why I always laugh. Like when someone says anything to me, for me to snap back is just to say, this one doesn't know my father.
Yeah. Like, who are you? Like, my father can do this to
my
me.
father's already done a number here. You can't. You know, I mean, something as simple as we are shooting at Mupandi Studios right now. Do you know where Mupandi came from?
I don't know.
Mupandi came from the fact that after my mom passed, then I was going through a really tough time, depression and everything. And I left school. My dad used to make fun and say, Uzopanda panda until you die. You're going to die poor, you know. And I remember like that used to be so hurtful for me because I was literally I was fighting to stay alive. That's where I was, you know. I wasn't thinking about my future. I wasn't thinking about, I was mentally drowning. And for him to say something like that, and I remember I would always just say, in Jesus' name, that will not happen, you know. So whenever I thought of a company, I was like, Mupandi Holdings.
As Pandin.
Yeah, which is now Mupandi Studios and stuff. So there's a lot, man. Like there's a lot. People say I have thick skin. You guys don't have any clue how thick my skin is. Me.
But you know, with that saying, you don't know what my father did to me. I mean, you can't get to me because like someone I trusted with my life, they already like done a number on me.
Proper.
Like maybe that's why they think you have a thick skin because of that.
Hashem. A lot of stuff where you'll see someone say, "Oh my God, you are," and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, "Oh, it's bad, eh?" What they did to me.
And then you touched a little bit about school, that you left school. I remember I watched the podcast. They were interviewing your husband, and
Oh,
he
ex.
said, "Oh, sorry,
That nigga.
sorry, guys, your ex-husband." And then he said, "You were, is it you were exempted from the school, or
Oh,
maybe like you were, because you
expelled.
were expelled because you were failing the modules." And
Okay, so I got deregistered 2012, I think. Yeah. So what happened was, no, 20. Okay, so what happened was, before my mom passed, she was sick. And yeah, I hate saying this because there are people that take it wrong, you know. I'm someone, I dream about a lot of stuff. So I dreamt of my mother and my grandmother's death way before they passed. And it was something that would happen constantly. And for me, it was nightmares. And I think also because I was seeing my mom was also sick. You know, you would tell your mind, no, this is not happening. It's because I'm saying this. But, you know, I was tormented. I was really tormented. So 2012, I fell into depression. Like when I got diagnosed, I was diagnosed with severe depression. It was depression where I couldn't even function. So my psychologist had to bring the school in and said we need to deregister her for the last term, because I think I was diagnosed somewhere September. She was like, I'm ordering that she gets removed, and the following year she is only going through psychology, and then she can go back to school 2014, right? So now I started my therapy sessions. When I started, like, if you want to know how bad my depression was, before even my mother passed, I was going to see a psychologist every week. I think it was Thursdays, you know. She's amazing. I believe that really she saved my life as well. God used her to save my life, you know. So when my mom passed, I wasn't even in class. I was out being treated for depression. Then my mother dies. So imagine what that would do to your mental,
like,
you know. And as much as I feel it got cushioned because I was already like attending therapy almost a year at that time. It was bad. Like that was when I had suicidal thoughts. If I was the only child, I wouldn't be alive.
Yeah, you would have.
I would have taken my life. The only thing is I didn't want to leave my sisters. So I struggled a lot. And I think I'm someone who I am great at putting up a front. So even if I'm really going through the worst time, you won't even see, because I'm great at smiling.
But do you ever like break down alone, like in your room,
1,000%.
and just let it out?
1,000%. I do.
Because I feel like people who bottle things in and always like showing a good front and being, you know, like I'm coping and all that, you must have like a moment. Even if it's
I
not in
break
front
down.
of like people and all that, but just have a moment where like you let it out so that you are able to function.
1,000%. Sorry, I think that's why I always say that, you know, when it comes to label, I'll forever be grateful to her, no matter even if we're gonna have our own issues, because like that girl has seen me.
Yeah,
You know, yeah, I actually do. I do break down. It's not often, so it's not like an often thing, and I think also because I don't know if it's trauma, but I don't take things personal anymore. So it's not a lot of times where I break down because of any. Because even when something really messed up is happening, I'm like, sure. And then it's like, okay.
Like, let's find a solution
A
and move
1,000%.
on.
That's me.
Yeah.
Like, let's find a solution. What is the solution? What is this and that? So I don't know. I don't think it's normal, but I won't lie. Like, I'm not someone that takes things personal anymore.
Or maybe it's just your coping mechanism.
I think so. I really do. So if that's the case, I don't know, the day maybe I break down, it will be a lot because I've not had those in a long time. Yeah, I've not.
But I think maybe you should consider more therapy, even for that Pandora box with your dad.
I swear.
Maybe you should
I think I'm just not ready. I don't even want to lie. I think that's the only part about my life that I'm scared of, you know, because whatever I've packed away, it has not come out in a very long time.
It's there.
I'm not in pain. I'm fine. And I think the fact that I don't talk to him, that has helped me so much. Because my dad is that type of a person that he will make sure we are stressed. Yo, you know, like, I don't remember like ever being at peace with my dad and it's like 3 months. No. So always one thing or another has to happen. So I think that's something that you used to then constantly remind Morikana, this person has done this and this and this and this. You understand? So ever since really I've stopped talking to him, I see him in court. I would see him in court passing. I'd feel nothing.
He's just a person.
He's just a person. I'm here to support my sister. We're doing this. And then after that, we get in the car, we leave. You know, so, yeah.
Would you consider getting married again?
1,000%. If I met someone that I feel, you know, yeah, we can. Yeah, I would.
And have babies, or the babies one is just like, not now, not now.
And the thing is, I'm 35, guys. I'm 35 years old. I think that's the part that scares me even with marriage, because I don't want to be with someone and I deprive them that experience of wanting to have kids, of having kids.
Because you are not ready.
Because I'm not ready, but I also don't want to be with to have a child for the sake
doing it for them
of having a child. Having a child is too big of a decision that you would do it for the next person, you know. So
it's tricky.
It is very tricky. But I would get married out of community.
Girl, while we are talking about marriage and all that, what is the deal with you and Promise Makunyane? Like, one question I want to ask and then we will go on. I want to know, is Promise and her husband getting a divorce?
I don't know.
There's no way, girl. Like, we need tea.
I don't know. Tea. Her husband says that's not his wife, so I don't know.
Are you talking to her husband? Like,
no.
Are you guys speaking?
No, I'm not talking to that guy. I don't respect men that don't support their kids.
So how do you know? Like, how do
I have my sources.
You have sources.
A good journalist never reveals their sources. You should know.
That's true. That's
exactly.
True. We don't need you to reveal the sources. Actually, we just want to know what's happening.
Well, from what I hear, she's coming up with a book. Maybe she will have written in there.
I know about the book.
I doubt he was cheating on me.
But I'm sure it's not a cheating on me, because, you know, she always said cheating will never be like the breaking point for her. She will never leave her marriage because of cheating.
But would she call his side chicks and harass them?
Okay.
Would she?
That's some tea. That's some tea.
If it doesn't bother you, would you? I don't know.
No, but I think recently she also made a video, you know, with this DJs in Clay scandal, Medabong scandal.
Attacking baby mamas.
Yeah, and then she was like, no, if like you are a baby mama, you chose to be a baby mama, please stay on your lane. If you are a side chick, stay on your lane. If you are a wife, stay on your lane and all that. So I was thinking, is she saying this because something happened, or she's just saying it?
But if I say my real thoughts, people will think I'm disrespectful, so I don't want to.
Mara, it's a podcast. That's why we are here.
That girl's not the brightest. She's not the brightest. And that's my opinion. She's not. If you listen to the stuff that she says, you would actually say, dom. It's like because how are we talking about a man that is allegedly cheating on his wife and you're bringing in baby mamas? Where is a baby mama there involved? So you can see that you can stay with a cheating man. It will damage you. It doesn't damage him. it damages you. And those damages, they come through. There's a time she made a video talking on some women that are married. I think she said they should stay away from TikTok or something. Like, why should you wear maklapis? So that your eyes cannot be opened. Like, she has such an olden way of thinking when it comes to marriage. You understand? So even with that whole thing, right? When you are saying that side chicks should know their lane, wives should know their lane, baby mamas should know their lane, why should your husband have different lanes when you're there? Think about it like proper.
Yeah.
How many lanes should be there? Because it should only be you and your husband. Side chicks and baby mamas, why are they supposed to have their own lanes? So you can see, actually, your thinking is low. So now for me, Shem, when it comes to her, I'm thinking because she's not too smart.
I feel like not too smart for your liking.
No, for my liking. And I feel like she stands for what as women we're fighting against. You know? Like, if I had a daughter right now, the first thing I would do if my child was joining TikTok, I would block Promise Magunyana from my child's TikTok. I wouldn't want women like her, my daughter, watching that content. No, I wouldn't. Because what do you mean? Have you ever considered, have you thought, or those baby mamas and those side chicks, they might come with HIV? Do you then, when you talk about, there's the, okay, I don't even want to get into it. But all I'm saying is that now for me, her content, that's why I like Shem. She unblocked me recently.
Oh, she blocked you.
She had blocked me in 2023. But she would unblock me, view my content, and block me again. So I caught her unblocking me with the first account I block. I caught her unblocking me with the second account I block. Recently, this year. Not so long.
Because now, I mean, the streets are confused. Is Promise getting a divorce or is Promise still married?
Ring, I guess, is said still at cleaning.
Because, even the ring
or
is
resizing.
Not
But if the streets are buzzing, knowing her, she would have already made a video with her husband. Baby! we're divorcing. So I wonder, where is he?
I mean, maybe we have to buy the book to find out.
I'm not buying that book. But you know what, ne? The husband is on the street saying that that's not his wife, and also inviting girls to go to hotel rooms with him so that he can prove to them. So we don't know what happens. We don't know what happens in the DMs, but we know what we have seen publicly.
What?
Yes. So humiliation, I'm so sorry. But again, everyone has what they're gonna stand for.
But also, she always said, if like no one has ever like came forward and said, I'm dating your man and here's the proof, then she doesn't have anything to do with it. Because at home, if everything is sharp, then whatever happens outside, add again.
Yeah, it's fine. But the unfortunate part is that malwich, whether what they can or how they can, they don't care. Continue that mentality. But oksalayo, whether if someone has come with proof or not, it only takes one wrong person for your man to sleep with without protection. To udikene strong.
But have you and Promise ever been okay? Like, fine?
Promise was a ninja who came to my DMs asking for my numbers so that I can teach her how to do YouTube.
Okay.
And I did. I tried. But yeah, she wasn't getting the fame she wanted. So she got to go TikTok and run crazy, in my opinion.
And then where is the fallout now? Why there's this beef?
Okay, so people don't understand, right? So she and I, the first time that she and I had sort of like a clash, was when she said women don't, she said, she doesn't believe someone would leave their husband for cheating or something like that. And then someone commented and said, Owamie did. Promise then said, no, Owamie didn't leave her ex-husband for cheating. She tried to fix things. He was just not coming to the table, basically, something like that. So I stitched her and said, girl, don't lie. I left him for cheating. That's the reason why I left him, for cheating. So don't tell people Makakan. You understand? Okay, that was that, right? At that time, I didn't know she's married to a man that cheats on her or that has cheated on her. So, there's a saying that says a thief, even when you're not running after it, it runs because they know what they've done.
Running.
So she was very defensive. Anytime, especially cheating was brought to the table, it's a conversation. Mind you, I didn't know because I joined TikTok later. Okay. Later, that's when I started now finding out, oh, Kana, she's with a machizo. Okay. Okay, that is fine. You see, the part where I did not like was when she now went to do my husband this, my husband that.
Yes.
In that, she now spoke about how her husband's second child, Hakamaturokis. You remember? To say that, that child is not going to get supported and whatever. It's a very personal thing for me. And as someone that is in the public eye, I will not sit back. And really, she teaches people and she talks about different things with people. She's free. Little now should be free. The internet, as your mamut, doesn't belong to your mother, the internet. So if Lina want to talk about an issue that has to do with it, I will. So that's when I made a video to say, but no, that's not fair. And in that, my husband this, my husband that, she was a proper pygmisha, in my personal opinion. In terms of she was attacking her husband's baby mama. When she says her husband's baby mama went to her husband, how does she know he didn't go to her? She dated my husband. No, they dated. Like, she was going for the baby mama and not her husband. So I was like, imagine not holding your own husband accountable for his actions. And then Hakamadrogis to a child that you went to him knowing that his girlfriend was pregnant with his child. Like, think about it, So because of I spoke about that, that's when she went and let that fool, that slow need nigga.
Guys, please, someone come get Owamie.
For him to sit there. Yeah, so she was, she that's slow, Mr. Maslow.
Is there a room for reconciling between you and your ex-husband?
No.
Between you and Promise?
I don't really have anything too personal with Promise. So, she's not really the type of person that I just feel like we can jam because of her beliefs, But I don't hate her. I will forever make fun if I have to. Because she came for me. I'm an entertainment blogger. Heck, I feel like I bore I'll blog. But I don't really have malice for Promise. I don't have malice for Promise. In that interview she did with my ex-husband, she played an audio where I sent my ex Kimuruch. And I was not in a good light. It was a private. I have audios that could humiliate Promise. I have them. But
from her or from the husband?
No. Let's just say I have that I could humiliate her, but I chose not to. So I think that should show you that I don't have malice towards her, Yeah. Like, I'm doing what she couldn't do for me. Like, girl, why would you hear me Rohana in that way and you still post that?
Guys, the streets are hot. Oh my God.
So, honestly, it's not a lot of things that I can take personal. I think with my ex, I took it personal because how dare you? Like, you saw me at my lowest. You knew what to use. Mind you, the episode was dropped on my mother's 10th death anniversary. Yeah, promise usile.
What?
Yes.
And they knew?
Yeah.
Was that on purpose?
I would believe, because if you shot, I think it was a few weeks or a week or something before, and you chose that date, what does that mean? And she had been following me. I knew she was a ninja. Every year I would always talk on my mother's death anniversary because it was a sad situation. So I do feel like she knew because she was following me. My ex, he knew 100%. So that's when I knew that, actually, like, you just chose to be a malicious person, because if that was not the case, you would have called her to say, listen, don't drop it on the 23rd of August. You can even drop it a day before. You can drop it a day after.
Or maybe ask, when is it dropping?
Exactly. Or something like that, But we knew the date before it dropped.
Okay.
So she advertised the date. So he could have still said, listen, let's not.
Please change the date.
Sorry,
to
yeah.
to
And when
one.
that happened, I mean, there were people, ninjas. Actually, I didn't even know if they were like, wait, on her mother's death. And because ninjas know.
Yes, they
so
know.
she knew, clearly, she must have seen something. She could have said, oh, we're postponing the episode, but she didn't. So that's fine. I don't really care about that.
And then what about the Forever Living scandal that Owamie started a Forever Living business because of Promise? Like it's like you copying her and
I
all
started
that.
the Forever Living business because of Promise husband's baby mama. She was doing Forever Living before. So if Barry Naki copied Promise, then Promise copied her husband's baby mama. Which is
It's
not
a
a problem.
copycat
It's a
everywhere.
copycat. Yeah, because she did it first.
Yeah.
Promise did it. I'm doing it. What's wrong with that? No, I don't have issues, Apekan. And you know one thing about me? I don't struggle with the syndrome of people liking me. So what I want to do, I will do it.
Because I mean, even your own father.
I'm telling you the truth.
So who are you?
Who are you? Who? So I don't really care too much about a lot when it comes to stuff like that. So even if they say, hey, she copied, it's fine.
Okay, so if we are nearing the end of our episode. If you had to tell us one thing about yourself that we don't know, what would it be? Like your ninjas, they don't know this, and you would like them to know this about you.
The things I think ninjas know me so much.
But I'm sure there's one thing, even if maybe it's something you are good at that we don't know that you are good at. And while we are thinking about that, why do you call your followers ninjas?
Because they fight for me. Oh, ninjas fight. Actually, how I started calling my ninjas, it was the time that there was an issue or there was a fight between, I wouldn't say me and these people, but it was Pearl Tuesday, and DJs India that were ganging up on me. And mind you, at that time, I was still a small blogger. I think it was 2019 or something. Or 2019, I think. Or 2018, I can't remember, but it's a long time. And yeah, they were just making fun. Hey, Peltusi Ali busy, guys.
Yeah.
Saying she blames all this on unemployment.
What?
Yeah, guys, now we have suffered, you know. And I remember ninjas actually went for Pearl to the point she deleted her story before the 24-hour mark. And ninjas were up and down. To a point where they even went for DJ Zinhle, to a point where DJ Zinhle now, later when people had already told her, like, girl, how can you do Owamie like this? She's your biggest fan. Because that time that AK na chabileli bonang. I was the one up and down advocating Mulwela. She ended up actually tagging me, and I moved from 3,000 followers to 7,000 followers on Instagram in a day. Because of the tag DJs in there. So I'll forever be grateful for that, obviously. But the way my people were fighting, someone commented and said, yo guys, the way we've been up and down fighting for Owamie ninja.
Oh, and then
I was like, yes, you guys are actually ninjas. I am since then.
Yeah.
I love my ninjas with everything.
Okay.
Honestly.
Now we know.
I think one thing that maybe ninjas would not know about me.
There's nothing.
I know, I'm trying to think because I feel like, I'm a crybaby.
You are?
In real life.
I'm sure the ninjas are surprised as well, guys, because
I am a cry baby. My sisters laugh at me.
When you cry? I'm sure they're saying,
you should have seen me. There was a day that we went to the hospital because baby was not feeling too well. And then they had to, they were trying to get his vein.
For the drip.
I woke up with my eyes swollen. I was crying at the hospital, standing outside crying like a baby. And when they gave me my baby back, I held him and I was like, yo, guys, I'm such a crybaby. If you saw me crying there, I don't even care. So the thing is, I'm a crybaby when it comes to people I love. See, now I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Care for.
My babies, Kuri, yo, my sisters, those people, like anything. I'm that type of a person that I will fight you crying when it comes to them, because like I get so hurt. I don't want anything.
Like those are your babies.
Those
more
are
than
my everything.
anything.
Those are like, you know, I can take a life for those kids. I can. Like, I don't. And, you know, I think it's also, I don't know if it's love. There are times where I feel like my mother's spirit takes over.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask you, don't you think like
no,
it's your
that's
mom?
Because, you know, even no matter how I can be scared, I won't stand up for myself as much. Especially like in private. Like, you can say anything about me. You can do anything about me. I will leave you. I don't care. Let it be about my sister. Everybody knows. I stood up straight face to face to my father and we were fighting for my sisters.
For your sisters.
He asked me, is this your child? I said yes. Because like for them.
And in the absence of your mother, you are their mother.
I am. 1,000%. And I think it's also that thing where a lot of people don't understand the sacrifices that I've had to make. Guys, I would have so many Gucci's. I would have so many vacations that I have taken.
But you didn't.
But I didn't. And I chose to put money aside to make sure that my sister goes to college comfortable. You know, I make sure my nephew goes to school private. You know, and it has paid off. If you hear Ryan's English, he speaks English better than his aunts. So, you know, and I'm happy because a lot of people don't understand like how crippling it can be to not speak English. I'm glad that I'm one of those people that even when my English wasn't as good, I didn't give up. I chose to learn as time was going. But I know it's not everyone that is as bold to do it publicly in front of people, because people used to laugh at me. I'll say a word. I remember there was a time that I pronounced archive as achieve. Yo!
And they came for you.
Oh, they came for me. And I remember there was a ninja that literally came to Instagram and said, hey, ninja, I saw you said achieve. It's actually archive. And I said, thank you, ninja. And since then, I said archive. So I just remember with that, I still don't pronounce everything the way it should be.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, guys, I move on. But I know it's not everyone that has such thick skin. So really for him to speak English properly, it was one thing that I was very intentional about, to say, I want to give him that up.
And even like to boost his confidence, because I feel like, you know, coming from like local schools and then now you meet people who can speak like proper English and you are like,
yeah,
even when like they say, hi, how are you? English. Ibalekile. Now because of, you feel small because of like the accent and you know, you don't know maybe how to speak English properly and all that. I feel like for me as well, it's one of the things I want to invest to for my child.
1,000%.
Because like it's something else, you know. I went to school in a local school and then I went to a private university. And then it was
a jump.
It was something else. Like my first year was a nightmare.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Just because of communication.
1,000%. And you know, when you're seeing people that speak English with like sorry guys, even an accent, it's so intimidating, you know, because they know how to pronounce certain words that you don't. Kamo, it's not even a pronunciation problem with you. It's even about mixing tenses. You don't know past tense.
You don't know. Like, it's hard, guys.
Yeah, no shame. Now, like, that's one thing I was so intentional about. And I was like, I'm going to invest money on my son's education. And I remember when I got a divorce, he was going to another private school. There was one that was more expensive. And I remember I had to make a choice because we had applied and he got accepted. And I was like, do I leave him there? Because I mean, the way he is still a private, but that other one is better quality, but it's more expensive. And now I'm a single woman. Am I gonna be able to? I just said to myself, God will provide. I switched him schools and I took him to that one, and his English just went up. My son, I'm really happy about it. And even other stuff like, he's a great drawer. So I want to invest in craft like that. This December, actually, he will be working here at the studio because I want to start equipping him. Like, he needs to have knowledge of shooting, because he's 11. So soon he's going to be a teenager. He needs to know how to edit. I want to give him as many skills as I possibly can, because I know that as much as he can go to school, sometimes getting a job is not the easiest.
It's not.
You understand? Yeah. So he should be able to
fall on something.
And other than that, like, if he's good with everything, he might even inherit the business, because Mupandi Studios were going high. So, family business. He needs to learn and know how to. So I think it's very important to be intentional with your kids.
So if you had to say something to your ninjas, your followers, what would you say to them?
Just cry. No, when it comes to my ninjas, like, I can't even thank you guys enough. Everyone sees me as someone that is strong for my siblings and everything, but people don't see how strong my ninjas are for me. Like, they're for me. As I'm saying, like, the time that I made a mistake and I said achieve, and someone actually came to my DMs to give me a voice note because they didn't want to, like, write it to say it's not achieve, it's archive. And she said it with so much love. It wasn't even like anything that was judgmental, When it comes to my ninjas, I can't even thank them enough. I can't, like, I can't. Like, there's no thank you in this world. Every single ninja that I've ever met, unless you met me maybe at a hospital and I was under duress or something, I forever hug. I don't greet my ninjas with like a handshake. I hug. Like, that's me. Because, like, I just love every single one, The job that I do is not like me being a makeup artist or a lifestyle influencer. Sometimes I will talk about celebrities you love. And I will not say the good things. But you will still be able to say, sorry, Owamie didn't speak well about this person, but I still love Owamie. You understand? We will fight under this video and we will be loving each other under the next. So I have very matured thinking people, And I think one thing that I can never ever take for granted is the fact that my ninjas have never ever left me out to dry. In terms of, I remember when I came out and I spoke about the fibroids journey. In Africa, guys, like, not having the perfect womb. There are people that could have chosen to say they're going to be insulting me. Not to say womb, but not the perfect reproductive system. There are people that will literally go under the belt, like Bo Promise Makunyane, and go to something like that, But ninjas, really, they shared their own stories. Instead of just saying, you're going to be okay. Like, Ninja, you have fibroids. Oh my God, I just had mine removed when? No, it's fine.
And give advice.
Oh my God. And, I always feel I'm not alone. When I went through the divorce and I announced, ninjas came. I remember there was a ninja that said, you are like a child to me. I'm like 54. But I learned so much from you. I wish I was as bold as you. I was in a horrible marriage until my husband died.
Imagine.
I wish I left when I was young. You did the right choice. And I know sometimes you can think I don't read those comments. I do. That's why, and some ninjas will attest to this. I'll meet you at a mall and when you say hi, I'm like, how are you, my love? I know you. I know your picture from the comments because people that comment a lot, I know your faces. So ninjas they're always there for me. When I lost my equipment, Oh, mind you, I lost everything at the same time.
Yeah.
I had to replace, right? This is something that I didn't budget for. I needed over 100 grand like that. I didn't have that in my account at that time. So I remember when I came out and I was like, if you can be able to help me, please, so that I can just replace everything. Ninja said, oh, I mean, we have you. You know, what actually touched me was the fact that ninjas were not only just sending money, the reference message. Oh, God restores in love. It will be okay. Your ninjas love something. And I remember the lowest amount that someone donated for me was, I think it was 10 rands, And I looked at it and I was like, for you to even go to that point, it's love, And, oh man, I can speak about ninjas forever. Like, privately, like, your ninjas are there for me. I sometimes maybe we'll talk about something that I'm dealing with. I'll forever get advice. I had dry eyes. I used this. Try it, Or for period cramps, you can try this. Like every single thing. So I know that I'm not a perfect individual, but for the mere fact that my people love me, that's enough for me. And my ninjas support me, like no matter what. So I know this has now become a whole thing, but all I'm just simply saying is that, yo, guys, I love you. And thank you so much for always, always, always supporting and loving me. And calling me out when you feel I'm out.
As if you listen.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you can try. But like, I need that's enough now. What do I'm like? And it will be enough when I say it's enough. So I feel like we have that sibling love. No matter how much we fight, we still come back together. So I'm really grateful. And one thing, my ninjas watch ads. My ads, the people who watch my ads. I won't lie. Like, my people who watch my ads, my people who watch my episodes. Like, I love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Owamie. We've come to the end of our episode. And to you ninjas, you've heard she poured out her heart to you guys.
I really did. And I think before we leave, I want to just say, because I remember like I jumped when it came to Bugara and Mufods, right? I do have 2 kids because they're both my children.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing under the sun that I would not do for both of them. With Bugara, I think the difference is I do not want to be disrespectful to his dad.
Father, yes.
You understand? So I have to respect him because he is in his child's life and he's such a great dad. My sister really has a great partner. I love him for her so much, So yeah, honestly, that is that. So
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the social media streets, and we're waiting for the story times.
The story times are gonna be coming. As you can see, we even have lashes, so my eyes have been doing so much better. So I'm back, baby.
Okay.
Hide your kids.
Thank you, Mama. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of our episode with Bodley Owamie. Please do subscribe to our channel. Please watch the episodes. Please share and also engage in the comment section. If you feel like there's something I didn't ask her, please do ask in the comment section. I'm pretty sure she will answer you because you are her ninja. See you on the next episode. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.